We choose our sorrows as much as we choose our joy. Khalil, we are too busy repeating the things that we are familiar with. You know, what are people gonna say? People can say whatever they want. The real important question is, what are people gonna do? Nothing. We are like rats in the maze, going up and down. When we lie, when we fight, when we run into each other, we lie. When a person asks, "How are you? Are you okay?" "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm full." And then there's the finger pointing. You are the cunt that did not develop past an asshole in your mother's womb. But I'm fine. But I have to share my world with anuses. A friend of mine's sister has an enlarged heart. She used to play soccer. Ladies, if you want a flat stomach, diet is important. But if you want a body that's gonna get you to 60, then you have to exercise. Imagine having a brain tumor or a stomach tumor in our public facilities. But as Jom says, he's received good treatment there. So can we just do something about the waiting lists? James Baldwin says not everything that can be faced can be changed, but everything that can be changed needs to be faced. You have to know it to see it. You have to see it to touch it. You have to touch it to fight it. And you have to beat it to win from it. If you're gonna win like a boss, then you have to lose like a boss. Who do men love more? Their children or their wives? If then, why is it that a man will leave his own children to be dedicated to raising someone else's children? Why is it that a woman is the only one who's allowed to use her sexuality to get ahead in business? In Gaza, 32 people were bombed overnight. You know, after the ceasefire with Iran. In KwaZulu-Natal, there were floods. R1 billion was paid out for the 2020 flood. They're interviewing the lady. She says 2012 there was a flood. 2016 there was a flood. 2019 there was a flood. 2020 there was a flood. If you want me to go and show you the treatment we get at the wall, I will go with you. You will see. And then the guy says, when they were booked into the hotel on the 2020 floods, they paid for them 106 million to book them in. He says, here, we get our shit changed here. But now the hotel is kicking them out because of they owe 128 million. How much of that billion do you think is left? Do we take into consideration the victims that we turn into villains? But we don't care. It takes a little push for a person to go mad. And then they will take that mentally unstable person and they will put them in the same ward with a drug addict and the person suffering from depression. If this one got the hold of this one's pills, somebody is not leaving the hospital without suicide thoughts, and somebody is leaving the hospital still addicted to drugs. People are only as good as society is willing to allow them to be. You know, if we wanted little kids to stop drinking, then we need to stop allowing them. Shout out to Mlivnaro. He says you will never catch him chasing a rat. According to him and the rat exist in two different universes. He says we have to try and save everybody. Personally, if I can't propose to you in 2 minutes, then me and you are not going to date. We need to start looking after ourselves, focus on you. During the marathon, I was busy getting missed calls from America. No, it's not the White House. It's not the NFL. Shout out CC. I hope we achieve our shared goal. Hope will kill you. Belief is a prison. Heaven is a highway. And hell is a choice. Certainty is faith. When you believe in something so much in your bones that even when people call you an idiot, you don't care. Zabza said that everybody has some kind of evil that society does not accept, that they are holding on to, that allows them to go to sleep at night. So when I was on the way back from Leondale after the race, I get to what is called a taxi rank, but there's no ready taxis. I can't call a ride share to fetch me there because of it's supposedly a taxi rank. But my dependence on getting home is in a taxi that must find me standing on a road that it's going to. So I realized that I'm somebody that says South Africa should have a transport that operates 24/7, and this is the standard that some places in South Africa still can't have regular access to transport, and things have to change. When I get to Pumula for my last taxi to Vosloorus, the mini taxi conductor says to me, they were not gonna let you in if I didn't say so. I look at him in my head, I'm like, okay, I know what you're suffering from, my brother. It's called lack of influence. That's why you must show everybody that this is your authority. Okay. We have this thing of thinking that the little people that have money around us are all the people that have money in the world. There's people who have money in the world. The world is not as big as the few people we have around us. So focus on you. Focus on you. There is no world that you are saving if you are still trying to fix you.